What's that metronome I hear? Perhaps the end is drawing near. You never hear the shot that takes you down. Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine. And I dream broken dreams. I make them come true. I make them for you.
Hello everybody, it is Frank the Tank coming at you with another ball review. Yes, we are back after so long. It feels good to be back, I will say. It's been killing me that, I haven't been able to do some of these. But yeah, finally, the wait is over. We are back, and we are back with the All-Road. Now, if any of you guys have been paying attention to what I've been saying in, I think it was the High Road Nano video, I said that I wasn't going to buy this ball. Now, just because I said I wasn't buying it, that didn't mean that I wasn't going to review it. So, luckily, I managed to get my hands on it. I didn't steal it or anything, I swear. I borrowed it off of somebody, so yeah, luckily they didn't get it drilled. I'm not going to get into detail about it, but yeah, they wanted me to get it drilled for them. They wanted, they wanted me to recommend them, a way of drilling it. I had to ask them first, well, what do you want out of the ball? And they told me they want this thing to really hook. So, I did this for them, took it to the pro shop, and I did the traditional pin above the bridge CG kicked over. Luckily there's no thumb holes in it because, like I said, they gave it to me when it was just out of the box, and unfortunately I do not have the box. Luckily we know that the top weight is under 3.0, so it's competition legal. Of course the pin 3 to 3.5 like I like it, so everything is squared away. And as for the ball itself, the cover stock is an NRG hybrid reactive. The weight block is an inverted FU squared technology or something like that. Of course, the factory finish is 4000 grit Abralon. The ball color is a weirdo looking carbon teal. And the fragrance, blueberry, just like, well, almost pretty much like the High Road, the blue, original blue High Road. So yeah, that's pretty much what this is. Now, I asked my pro shop guy what would he compare this to, because for me personally, the reason I didn't get this is because I feel like this is just like a carbon copy of some other ball in the High Road series. And he said that he would compare this one to the High Road Solid, which I have never tried. But I know for a fact that the High Road Solid is the reddish looking High Road, and it's been discontinued, so I definitely would never be able to, know what that's like, since I can't get my hands on that. But that doesn't matter. I guess I can find out through this All-Road what it's going to be like. So let's go ahead and hit the lanes and see what this thing is going to do for us.
is your Hammer Tough spare replay. Remember this one a little later in the match, in the fourth. An amazing pickup. Oh, skinny jeans fit just right.
Okay, everybody, so there you have it. That is the All Road. So let's talk about this because I have quite a bit to say. So when we're talking about just like the ball and its reaction, I noticed it was pretty smooth, I guess. It didn't have like some aggressive snap on the back end, which is okay because, you know, it's not something I expected out of this ball. I mean, after all roads aren't really known to have like very, very aggressive reactions on the back end. But yeah, that's all I could really say. It was smooth and didn't have like an aggressive snap, but it had some snap to it on the back end. And then let's talk about what I experienced during these 3 games. So for games 1 and 2, I played at my normal pace. I threw the ball as hard as I could, and my average speed turned to at least, I would say, 16 miles per hour. And my revs, I couldn't tell you that, but if it's my guess that it was somewhere in between 420 to 460, because that's usually where I land. But yeah, for games 1 and 2, I stood at about, I would say, board 18, 17-ish. That's where I stood for game 1 and 2. And for game 3, I'm not sure if you guys really noticed it, but for game 3, I really wanted to test out what the ball could do if I played deep on the inside. So I guess the keyword here is versatility. I wanted to test that for this ball. And so yeah, for game 3, what I did was, and for those of you who don't know, I always stand on the second row of dots, not the first row. And yeah, for that second row of dots, which is the closest to the foul line, if just to clarify that, yeah, for the third game, I moved a half a step forward from where I normally stand so that I could slow down my approach, therefore slowing down my ball speed, and that in turn would make the ball go very slowly down the lane to the point where it would have enough time to come back to the pocket. So that's what I did for game 3. You could kind of see me slow down a little bit. It's not really that noticeable, but you can clearly see that I'm playing far deeper inside in game 3 compared to game 1 and 2. So yeah, for on the left lane, you guys could clearly see that the ball hardly even came back to the pocket playing that deep inside. So what I did on the left lane throughout game 3 was when I noticed that the ball did not want to come back, I moved back to my original spot, which I believe was board 18, like I did on game 1 and 2, but I still stayed half a step forward. And as you could see, it worked. There were times where the ball I would push the ball out right, like far to the right, close to the gutter, and the ball would come back. And there were times where I missed pushing the ball out to the right, and I would accidentally, go a little bit more left than I did, and the ball would hold and make it to the pocket. So at least it was nice to know that I had some miss room. And then on the right lane, I was doing everything was working out correctly as I would have expected it to. I was playing it very deep on the inside, and it made its way back to the pocket. So that was really nice to see. But overall, I got to say that in a way, I'm kind of glad that I didn't buy this ball because I didn't really feel like it was anything new. It felt like I was using another one of the high roads. I mean, after all, my Pro Shop guy did say that he would probably compare this to the High Road Solid, even though I've never thrown the High Road Solid, and I probably never will because that ball has been discontinued, so there's no way for me to get my hands on it. But yeah, I mean, the ball is good, no lie. It's like I said, it's very smooth. It doesn't have an aggressive snap. You could definitely for those of you who are not like very rev dominant, or don't like playing very, very deep on the inside and don't like a ball that has that aggressive snap, you could definitely use a ball like this. I don't know if it would serve as like a benchmark ball. I've heard from some people that it could. The All Road could serve as a benchmark ball, but that really depends on who you are and what you could do with a bowling ball. So yeah, that's that's just my overall opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's good to be back with the ball reviews again. I've got a whole lot more. Don't you worry about that. So stick around, and I'll bring you guys another one. I think you guys pretty much have a pretty good idea of what it's going to be. So yeah, stay tuned. This is Frank the Tank. Peace.